Welcome back. Now we'll start with your next topic. But what is this topic and why we are studying? That we'll come to know pehle. We'll first understand what is the use of it. This particular thing, so called as determinant, this determinant will lead to one of the rule called as Cramer's rule. This will help us to solve the linear equation in two variables in easier manner. So let us start with it. Let us define determinant, or let us understand what is determinant. Now suppose there are four numbers, that is if A, B, C and D are four numbers. We will start with the basic part pehle. Now if these four numbers are there, if these four numbers are arranged in form of rows and columns, that is called as array, ARRAY, that is arrangement of numbers in the form of row and column. So how it is arranged? That is, if four numbers are arranged in form of rows and columns, then such arrangement is called as determinant of that order. Now I will come to this word, what is that order. So suppose this A, B, C, D are arranged in this manner, A, B and C, D, and two vertical lines before it. So this is called as determinant having this horizontal as rows. That is, this is the first one, A and B is called as row 1, the second one is called as row 2, and this vertical arrangement of A and C is called as column. So since it is coming here as first, so this is your column and this is your column number 2. So you can see here that it has two rows and two columns. Since this determinant has two rows and two columns, so it is called as determinant of order 2. Therefore, its determinant of order 2 by 2. You can say like this also. It is said as order 2 only sufficient. But when you say order 2 by 2, then it says that there are two rows and two columns. So therefore, if you say here that this A is in position of row 1 and column 1. So therefore, this A is lying at the place 1, 1. So if I take this determinant to be as this A, this B, this C and this D, all are called as element. So if I take the element of the determinant to be as A and the number of it, that is position of it, is shown by Ij. So Aij indicates the element lying in row number I and column number J. तो Aij is of order 2 by 2. So I say here, so when I say A, so here therefore A is having its position as A, row number 1 and column number 1. So A11 indicates the position of A, indicating that it is on row number 1 and column number 1. Similarly, if you say C, so C is at the position, since all the elements I am representing as A, so I am writing it as A only, as if you see it falls on row number 2. So row number 2 and also falls on column number 1. So here this in A21 is the position of element C. So here the determinant is of order 2 by 2. Generally we represent determinant to be D, a horizontal line, say here A11 indicating first row and first column, A12 indicating first row and second column, then A21 indicating second row and first column, and the place as this, that is A22 indicating row number 2 and column number 2. Now you can see here कि here your I is equal to j, means whatever is row number same is the column number. Here also row number and column number is same. So these elements which have I equal to j are called as diagonal elements. They are called as diagonal elements, that is here Aij are called as Aij are called as diagonal elements only when your I is equal to j. I is equal to j. I must be equal to j, then only they are called as diagonal elements. So here in above example, that is in above example, you have A and D are your diagonal elements. Okay, now you can see here that there are 2 rows and 2 columns. So if there are 2 rows and 2 columns, so can I take a determinant which has 3 rows and 3 columns? Can I take the determinant which has 4 rows and 4 columns? Can I take a determinant which has 10 rows and 10 columns? Yes, determinant can have n number of rows and n number of columns. Okay, that means if number of rows and number of columns are same, then that determinant is called as square determinant. So square determinant is the determinant having number of rows equal to number of columns. That is, if the determinant has number of rows equal to number of columns, then it is called as square determinant. Since we are having determinant of order 2 by 2 only for our studies, so that only we will study. So every determinant can have any number of rows and any number of columns. That means if it has 10 rows and 8 columns, so the order of determinant will be 10 by 8. Even if it is written as into, it is read as a by. So it is 10 by 8. So it is not a square determinant but a rectangular determinant, which we don't have in our course. Further you will be studying. Now when I go further, what do I come to know? Okay, if this A11, A22, A33, A44, A55 are diagonal elements, then can this be, that is this one, B and C like this, are they diagonal? No, they aren't diagonal elements. The diagonal elements are only those which are having row number and column number same. Now, every determinant yields you value. That is, for example, you can take the upside part only. That is determinant given as your A, B, C and D. Then the value of determinant is the product of diagonal elements, that is A into D, subtracted, that is it subtracts the product of non-diagonal elements, that is B into C. The simple language to say, start from the diagonal element AD and also multiply this BC, minus sign between them. Let me take an example to understand it better. Suppose your determinant is 5 minus 6 minus 3 and so called as 4. So, since I am short with space, so I will write it here only, you don't do like this. So, here the first thing is you will get the product or you will multiply first the diagonal elements, that is 5 multiplied by 4 minus the non-diagonal elements, start from here, that is along with sign, minus 6 into minus 3. So it becomes here 5 4s are 20. Now see here, you can see here K1, 2 and 3, minus is multiplied 3 times. So it is minus 1 into minus 1 into minus 1. You can remember this like this. If the minus is multiplied in even numbers, so it becomes plus. But here it is multiplied 1, 2 and 3 times, which is odd, so it will yield you minus. So 6 3s is 18. So the value of this determinant is 2. Okay, got it? Have a look at it. You first get the product of diagonal elements, which is 5 4s are 20. Then this is 6 3s are 18. Minus 3 times comes, so minus remains. So 20 minus 18 is 2. Now, I have wrote one more determinant over here. It is 2 by 5, 1 by 3 in row number 1, 1 and minus 6 by 7 in row number 2. So if I want to find the value of this, so this will be equal to the first, the product of diagonal elements, that is 2 by 5 multiplied by minus 6 by 7. Agreed? Then the minus sign which is there into the non-diagonal elements product, that is 1 by 3 into 1. Mind that you put the bracket so that you will not make mistake with the sign. I have written here 2 by 5 in the bracket, then minus 6 by 7 also in the bracket. Now here, this is a fraction. So when you multiply, the numerator multiplies to numerator. So 2 6s becomes 12, that is minus 12, and 5 7s are denominator multiplies denominator, that is 35, minus, now you can see here 1 by 3 into 1. Here the 1 I wrote by fluke. So if there is some other number, so numerator will multiply to only numerator. Now you can say me that there is no numerator over here in case of 1. So alone number is always numerator. and the denominator which is not visible, that is 1 always. So here 1 will multiply to 1 and 3 into 1 is 3. So you get here minus 12 by 35 and minus 3. Now you can see here कि 35 and 3 are co-prime numbers. That is, they do not have any common factor other than 1. So the LCM will be multiplication of them. So better it is कि I cross multiply to make the denominator same. I cannot add them or subtract them unless and until their denominator is same. So right now their denominator is not same. So I need to multiply them. That is, to make the denominator same, I need to cross multiply. So I multiply 12 by 3, that is minus 36. 12 threes, and this multiplies here becomes minus 35 upon 35 into 3, which is 105. Okay. So now you can see here कि here I have 36 minus sign, 35 minus sign, denominator has become common, so I can add them or subtract them. Both are having same sign, so I am going to add them, and the answer always gets the sign of larger number, that is minus, and 36 plus 35 is minus 71 by 105. This is the value of the determinant. Now one more example I will take so that the idea gets very clear, and then we will proceed to the solving of the equations comprising of two variables. Now I have written here one question. It says the determinant again is of order 2 by 2. There are 2 rows and 2 columns, and the question reads, in row number 1 it is a square by b and x cube by y cube. If it is not visible, I will repeat it. This is x cube by y cube, and row number 2, this is y square by x square, and this is b square by a. So here, to find the value, I will take the product of diagonal elements, which is your a square by b into b square by a minus here x cube by y cube into y square by x square. So we get this. You can see here कि I can multiply, but here it is very clearly seen that this is a square and this is a. The index of a is 2 and index of a is 1. So by index rule there is division between them, so subtraction appears. So this a cancels 1a from here. So this remains with 1a. This b cancels 1b from here. So I get here remained as a into b minus here x square cancels your 2x from here, x into x. Y square from here cancels y into y from here. So upside I remain here with x and down I remain with y. So this is your final result. Okay. So you got determinant expansion as a b minus x by y. Now going to exercise number 1.3, third question. We have already discussed question number 1 and 2 in different format. So now we will go to question number 3, and here you see it is a linear equation in two variable. The first equation is 6x minus 4y is equal to minus 12, and the second is 8x minus 3y is equal to minus 2. If it is not told, you can solve it by any way. But what is Cramer's rule, that I will explain you here. I did not explain you it in so called as non-example form. I am directly taking it in example form, so that the time also will be saved and you will be getting the concept very clear. Okay. So what is it? Using the method of determinant I am going to show you. If you want, I will show you the proof also of it, but it will be slightly tedious to understand. But maybe I will show you after this the proof also. Okay. So let me come to this. That is, you can see the equation is in the form of standard. That is, both the variables are on the left side, very good, and the constant is on right side. This is the placement that we require. Variables must be on one side, say call it as left side only, and the constant must be on right side. The constant minus 12 and 2 are on right side. So very first thing is, you will take the value of determinant in which you will be taking the coefficients of the variable. So let us call it to be as D. That is D, in which I will be taking the coefficients of the variables. That is, I write a determinant, then the coefficient of x in equation number 1, that is 6, I wrote upside. Then the coefficient of y, in equation number 1, that is minus 4. In the straight manner you will write. Got it? As it is written in the equation, same way I have written, only I have dropped the variables. So second one, I will write the coefficient of x below the coefficient of x, that is 8 in the row number 2, and coefficient of y below the coefficient of y in row number 2, that is minus 3. And I will solve this much, so I know very nicely. So I will solve this. So I get the product of diagonal elements pehle. The product of diagonal elements are 6 into minus 3, then subtraction sign between the two product, then the product of non-diagonal elements, that is minus 4 into 8. Isn't it simple? So you get here 6 3s are 18 and 1 minus sign minus 18, and I told you just now कि here there are two minus sign. If minus sign are multiplied in even numbers, then it makes plus. So here you will get plus 8 4s are 32. So your answer becomes 32 minus 18. 14. 14 means it is 32 having plus sign, both are having different sign, so I am going to subtract, so I get here 14. Got it? This is your D. Again I repeat, what is my D? D is the coefficient of variables, not the constant. Now see how many variables you are having. You have two variables. The first one is x. तो आई विल राइट अगेन डी, लेकिन डी डी लिखूंगा तो मालूम थोड़ी पड़ेगा कोसका किसके बारे में बात हो रही. तो बेटर व्हाट आई विल डू इज उसको नया नाम लिख लेता हूँ, यानी डी ही लिखता हूँ, लेकिन एक्स उसको दे देता हूँ कि चलो ये भैया तेरा प्रॉपर्टी तू ले ले, डी एक्स. तो डी एक्स अगेन आई विल राइट इन डिटर्मिनेंट फॉर्म. तो इन डी आई विल सर्च where the coefficient of x, the coefficient of x were 6 and 8. Getting it? These are coefficient of x. These coefficient of x I will be replacing. यानी उसको उड़ाना है. x लिया ना तो x को उड़ा देने का, y लिया y को उड़ा देने का. अब इनको उड़ाना है तो उसके जगह पे कोई लाना पड़ेगा ना. तो लाना किसको है? लाना कॉन्स्टेंट्स को है. दैट इज माइनस 12 and 2 विल बी इन दैट प्लेस सीरियली, यानी ऊपर वाला ऊपर, नीचे वाला नीचे. And this minus 4 minus 3 remains unchanged. Shall I repeat again what I said? लिखना d है, लेकिन आप dx निकाल रहे हो तो x को हटाओ. अब x का कोएफिशिएंट हट गया तो जगह कौन जमाएगा? कांस्टेंट आएगा. कांस्टेंट came and he placed the value over there. So you will get here now the product of diagonal elements, that is minus 12 into minus 3, the separation of minus sign, then the product of non-diagonal elements, that is minus 4 and minus 2. So you get here there are two minus sign, so obviously it will become positive. 12 threes is 36. Now there are 3 minus sign. So again I am repeating, multiplication of odd negatives will be minus 4 twos are 8. So you get 36 minus 8 obviously will be your 28. So you got dx ka value as 28. Now one more I will be finding. Now since I have taken dx, so bhaiya there must be justice for everyone. So I need to give justice to y also. So I will take dy. In dy, I will be killing, I will be replacing, I will be throwing out y. And y means what? The coefficients of y in d. The coefficient of y in d are minus 4 and minus 3. Minus 4 and minus 3. You can see here minus 4, minus 3. Those will be replaced again by the constant. So I get it like this. I get x coefficient remain unchanged and minus 4 and minus 3 replaced as minus 12 and minus 2. So this actually becomes the product of diagonal elements minus the product of non-diagonal elements. See, remember, always keep a pattern in writing so that you don't make mistake. Product of diagonal elements, so I start with 1 1, and then when I take the product of non-diagonal elements, so I start with 1 2, that is row number 1 and column number 2. Okay, so here I get here 6 2s are 12, but minus sign. Very good. Now 2 minus sign are there, and 12 8s are, that is this 2 will become here 12 8s I suppose is 96. Correct? Am I correct? Yeah, 12 8s are 96. Now it is 12 having minus sign and 96 having plus sign. So obviously you will get the subtraction to be as I suppose 84. Agreed? Yes. So dy I got as 84. Now we have got d, we have got dx and we have got even dy. Now you will ask me कि इसका लेके करेंगे क्या हम लोग? तो यहाँ पर क्रेमर्स ने आपको हेल्प किया है. The Swiss mathematician, he has helped us. कि if you have found out d, then Kramer's rule says what? That is by Kramer's rule. What he says? कि value of x is dx upon d and the value of y is dy upon d. So value of x, you can see dx, which you are not able to see, but I am telling you, the dx is 28 and the value of d is already 14, which is probably not visible to you. The value of d is 14 and dx is 28. Similarly, the y is dy, which is here 84 and d is already 14. So you get here x is equal to 2 and your y is equal to 6. So therefore you get your golden statement here that solution is round bracket 2, 6. Now you can say here, as I have told you, it will be in alphabetical order. You will not write set. You will write only solution equal to round bracket only. Now you will say कि यार इसमें क्या फर्क पड़ा, ये तो है उतना ही लंबा. No, it will be very useful when you have bigger values, and more to that, the chances of making mistake in this are minimum. That is, there are very less chances that you will make a mistake in this. I hope you have understood it. Go through it once again. We will continue. Proceeding. Now I have written one question from problem set, that is question number 5 and sub question number 3. It reads 3x minus 2y is equal to 5 by 2, and the second equation is 1 by 3x plus 3y is equal to minus 4 by 3. Now this is the thing which you can solve directly. There is no need to make the denominator same. This is one advantage of your Cramer's rule. So here, if you make it, well and good. Even if you do not make, well and good. So let us solve it, first one, without making or without removing the denominator. So let us understand the first equation I am writing. It is 3x minus 2y is equal to 5 by 2, marking it as 1. Then 1 by 3x plus 3y is minus 4 by 3, marking it as second. So now I will find D. So D is determinant, in which I will be taking coefficient of x and coefficient of y, arranging them in the linear manner as it is given in the equation. So here it is 3, here it is minus 2, here it is 1 by 3, and here it is 3. Remember, you have to check only one thing, whether the equation is in standard form or not. Standard form means both the variables must be on left side and right side must be constant. So both are in standard form. So here I get product of diagonal elements 3 into 3 separated by minus sign into the product of non-diagonal elements. It may seem little bit tedious, but if you are very good at fractional addition and subtraction, so it does not matter at all. So here this 3 3s are 9 comes, there are 2 negative sign, and as I told you, a lone number is always numerator, the invisible denominator is 1, so numerator multiplies to numerator, so it will become plus 2 and 3 multiplied by 1. Now here I got 9 plus 2 by 3, so 9 also has the denominator and that denominator is 1. So obviously what I will do is to add this, the denominator must become same. So the simplest way of making denominator same is cross multiplication. So I cross multiply, 9 3s are 27 plus 2 upon 3. So I get this as 29 by 3. The value of D is 29 by 3. Okay. Now I will be taking another D, but the variable number 1, so I am naming it as dx. So that dx will be same as D, but x लिया है तो x को हटाओ, तो x हटेगा यानी 3 1 by 3 will move, उसके जगह पे आएंगे 5 by 2 and minus 4 by 3. Then the y will remain same, coefficients of y will remain same. Now obviously this will become the product of diagonal elements, that is 5 by 2 into minus 4 by 3. Then separation of minus sign, minus 2 non-diagonal elements product, minus 4 by 3. So here if you see, I can very clearly see this is 2 1s, this is 2 2s, and nothing multiplies further. So I get here 5 2s are 10, minus 10 by 3, and then 1 2 and 3 minus sign, so minus 2 4s are 8 upon 3. See the luck factor of mine, I got both the denominator same, and since I get both the denominators same, there is no question of making them same. I will directly write 3 here, then minus 10 and minus 8, both are having sign same, and since the sign is same, so we are going to add them and the sign of larger number to the answer, that is minus 18 by 3, which is nothing but dx giving you value minus 6. So I got dx to be as minus 6. Now let me find dy. Now your dy will become same as d, but y आया है तो y भागेगा, उसके जगह पे आएंगे कांस्टेंट, तो x remains as it is 3 1/3 and -2 and 3 replaces by 5/2 and -4/3. The multiplication process remains same, तो I get here diagonal element का product, that is 3 into -4/3 minus bracket 5/2 into 1/3. Cross check it once again because there may be small mistakes in writing also. 3 into -4/3 minus 5/2 into 1/3 is correct. Now you can see here very clearly that this 3 is alone, that means it is numerator having invisible denominator 1. So this 3 divides off, nothing else divides. So here you remain with -4 and minus 5 into 1 is 5, 2 3s is 6. Now you can see here the denominator is 6 and 4 has denominator 1. The denominators are not same. So to make the denominator same, LCM or cross multiplication, I will cross multiply, so I get 6 4s are 24, that is -24 minus 5 upon 6. Now you can see here very clearly that both the numerators are having sign same. So since sign is same, so it will be adding, so you will get 24 plus 5 29 and the sign of larger number, that is -29/6. So we got d as 29/3, we got dx to be as -6 and dy to be as -29/3. Now we will use Cramer's rule and then find the values of x and y. So by Cramer's rule, your x will be dx upon d and y will be dy upon d. Okay, your x will be dx upon d and y will be dy upon d. Cramer told that you want to find the variable, so take that determinant which is of that variable in the numerator, divide by the d determinant. So you get here dx is your -6 and d is your 29/3. So what I am doing is, I am not writing it down, I am writing it divide like this, divide by 29/3. Understood? Okay. And dy is your -29/6 and d is again so called as 29/3. I am not writing there like that, I am writing it like this, divide by 29/3. So we know we are not good at fractional division, so we convert this division into multiplication and the second fraction which is there gets reciprocaled. So it becomes 3/29 and your y becomes -29/6 into reciprocal of this 3/29. Okay, so we get this as this 29 gets cancelled over here, so you get here x to be as -18/29 and y to be as, it is 3/6, that is -1/2. So let us cross check it once again. By the time I am cross checking it, you also cross check it. Okay, I got the mistake where what I did. Here actually you see कि here 5/2 is multiplied by 3, while speaking I have said 3 and I wrote here minus 4 by 3. So I have made the change over here as minus 4 by 3 replaced as 3. So you get, I have cancelled this, I am writing it beside it here. You can see here it is 5 3s are 15. So it is 15 by 2, and here this remains to be as minus 8 by 3. So this will become your denominators not same. So cross multiplying, 15 3s are 45 minus 8 2s are 16 upon 2 3s are is 6. So I get this as 29 by 6. 29 by 6. I am sorry for this particular, because while speaking I made a mistake. That is, speaking I spoke correctly, and while writing I made a mistake. But again I can rectify it. You can see here this minus 4 by 3 I have written as 3, and after solving we get this particular thing, that is 15 by 2, and then final result is your 29 by 6. So here your dx becomes now 29 by 6. So here this d which is there, which I have written as dx as minus 6, is going to change. So here I am writing it as 29 by 6, and even here I am writing it as 29 by 6. So this will change. I am writing it in next line itself. So you get this 29 cancelled and even 3 cancelled, that is 2s. So you get value of x to be as 1 by 2 and value of y to be as minus 1 by 2. So therefore your solution here becomes round bracket 1 by 2 comma minus 1 by 2. Now can we solve this with another way? Yes, we can solve this if you want to reduce the calculation. What to do is, let us go to second method of solving. What I am doing is, this is 3x minus 2y is equal to 5 by 2. This is my first equation. So denominator present is only 2. So I am removing that denominator. Means I will multiply it throughout by 2. That 2 multiplies here. 3 2s are becomes 6x minus 2 2s are 4, y is equal to 5. This becomes your equation number 1. Then the next one, 1 by 3x plus 3y is minus 4 by 3. So this 3 which is there is present here as the denominator, here also denominator. I showed you yesterday that if you have denominators, find the number which is smallest and which we can divide both of them. So 3 is the smallest number, so I am multiplying throughout by 3. So if I multiply by 3, I will multiply before plus sign, after plus sign. So when I multiply before plus sign, so it is 1 by 3x into 3. After plus sign, 3y into 3. Before equal to I have multiplied. After equal to 4 by 3 into 3. So this 3 cancels wherever it is. That is divides off. This divides off. So you get here x plus 9y is equal to minus 4. This is your second one. Now this becomes easier to understand. Now your d becomes so called as coefficient of x and coefficient of y, that is 6 minus 4, 1 and 9. That is your d, that is equal to 6 into 9, that is product of diagonal elements minus product of non-diagonal elements. That is 6 9s are, I think so it is 54, minus and minus to becomes plus 4, so becomes here 55. 8. This is your D. Then dx you will find, that means x का जो कोएफिशिएंट है that will go, उसको हटाओ और उसके जगह आएगा कौन? The constant value, that is 5 and -4. So here -4 and 9, I repeat once again, we are making changes in the value of D, यानी बाकी सब सही रहेगा, खाली D में x हटेगा या y हटेगा. तो here you get 5 9s are 45, that is 5 into 9 minus -4 into -4. So we get here, 5 9s are 45, which you cannot see here, that is dx का value. 5 9s are 45, 3 minus sign, तो minus sign remains, 4 4s are 16, so total becomes 45 minus 16, 29. Now we will find dy. dy means changes in so called as the coefficient of y replaced by constant. The d value is here 6 minus 4 1 9, so 6 1 remains as it is, and -4 and 9 replaces by 5 and -4. 5 and -4. So to save space I am directly multiplying. 6 4s are 24, so you get -24, middle sign 5 1s are 5, which is nothing but -29. So by Cramer's rule, now Cramer's rule says what? He says कि x can be found out using dx by d. That is nothing but dx is your 29 and d is your 58. That is 1 by 2, and y can be found out as d